People who were going, yes, 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 he's waving a Nazi flag, but no true member of the occupation would do that. Yes, 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 he believes the World Economic Forum is part of an international conspiracy to enact a one world socialist government.
He didn't just say that, did he?
Is he denying that?
Of course, journalism is under siege, and there was a great big panel put together at Carleton University in Ottawa where they're going to discuss about how deeply they're under siege. We got Justin Ling we're going to focus on for this video. Let's take a look. This is the event under question. This is Justin Ling. This is his Twitter.
Information from a totally alternative press. Not just an independent press, but a press that exists in a totally alternate reality. One where they get to make up their own facts, interpret their own research, have their own scientists, have their own doctors, and it's a reality that is totally decoupled from everything we sort of hold true. It is.
What is he even talking about? Who is he talking about?
He's talking about they get their facts from an alternative press, which is it's contrary to, they have their own doctors, they have their own facts.
It is one where if it exists in a major newspaper or in a peer-reviewed journal, it must be false and the opposite must be true. That is literally part of the philosophy that governs what many of these people believe.
That's quite the characterization.
You know, it is a so-called Freedom Convoy because this wasn't about freedom. This was about restricting freedom of the people who lived in this city. This was about trying to force our democratically elected government into the decisions that were preferred by this occupation. And fundamentally, this was not about freedom for the country. This was.
He doesn't seem to be a big fan of the convoy.
No, I mean, this guy's talking about all these biases. Well, I think he's biased.
It's about freedom for unvaccinated people to do something dangerous. That is.
Sorry, what? What did he just say? I gotta back that up.
Mentally, this was not about freedom for the country. This was about freedom for unvaccinated people to do something dangerous. That is.
Like jump on the inflatable bouncy castle, living dangerously, free food, generosity, Canadian spirit, all very dangerous things.
It's fundamentally what this was about. And I think overall we did a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with how my colleagues, covered this story. And
I'm pretty happy with what we did. We did a pretty good job.
I think there's a lot of accolades to be shared about for it.
What? He wants accolades. They should be sharing accolades. Let me hear that.
How my colleagues covered this story, and I think there's a lot of accolades to be shared about for it. Also, a significant number of people involved in this, who led this, who organized this, who brought people into it, who are not working class heroes. There are people who have peddled in disinformation, who have peddled in conspiracy theories.
Whoa, all right. No working class heroes there at all. The truckers are not working class heroes. He wants to be clear. If you like this and you'd love to stay on top of it, over there, right there, to wcfreedom.com. Make sure you subscribe, get on the newsletter. Thank you so much. Highly appreciate it.
Who have taken advantage of regular everyday folks who are just frustrated with government and who have weaponized them to their own ends. There are people who have political ambitions, people like Maxime Bernier, people like Randy Hillier, Derek Sloan, people like Ezra Levant, who is suing me, so I'll stop.
This guy sounds like he thinks that we're too dumb to make our own opinions up.
Wow, he's talking about how, these blue-collar people. Mm-hmm. I wonder how many paramilitary he counted, Up
there. But nevertheless, just because these people are frustrated and alienated from the media doesn't mean that their complaints are necessarily justified.
Oh, okay. Just because they're alienated from the media, their complaints are not justified.
There are a ton of people who are alienated from the media whose complaints are.
What does that mean, alienated from the media? I'm trying to understand. Being alienated from the media.
Maybe you don't like to listen to fake news, so you alienate yourself from the media.
Got it.
Justified, and we should talk to more frankly. But there was these people who were going, yes, 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 he's waving a Nazi flag, but no true member of the occupation would do that. Yes, 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 he believes the World Economic Forum is part of an international conspiracy to enact a one world socialist government.
He didn't just say that, did he?
Is he denying that?
But no true trucker would ever believe that, right? And it's a really endemic problem because at a certain point you have to listen to some of the less savory things these people are saying and proposing and going, well, maybe that's what they really believe. Maybe all this stuff about the vaccine mandates for truckers is a bit of a cover. They have fallen into a pit of conspiracy theories. They have...
Man, he really thinks that we're just dumb. We're all dumb. You know what I mean? He's very supercilious, very condescending fellow, I got to say. It's hard to listen to this guy.
He's like more of a performer than a journalist. I mean, this guy's not citing any facts. He's not backing up any of his opinions with facts. He's got a lot of hand movement and gesturing, very flamboyant man.
Exclusively begun reading outlets that lie to them and that take their money and return to them nonsense. And if the Conservative Party wants to spend a ton of time convincing those people to come into the fold, I think they're going to fall into the quicksand with them.
Interesting. So there you go. Justin Ling. He has zero respect for us, I think, Penn, for anybody who doesn't toe his line. That's how I see it.
No, I mean, this guy, interesting to watch. Maybe, for a few minutes, but, an annoying fellow that, like you said, has little respect for any of us.
But before we got active in politics, don't ask me how we did, but here we are today, maybe because that's what passes for journalism today. We were involved in the culture war, very specifically around comic books. You've seen that moral degradation in movies, TV shows, film, comic books as well. That's where we were. I was a big fan, and so was Pan, and Pan specifically with Turtles, by the way, Ninja Turtles. We created these over here, Vestige and BULLETMAKER. Check those out. BULLETMAKER is available right now. That's a great way to support us. Link is in the description. Post-Apocalyptic, Pre-Armageddon, Action Fantasy. Thank you for your time. Of course, WCFreedom.com right here. Please get on that, the newsletter, so you don't miss a beat. And please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and hail, brethren.